some of the wilder stuff that like exists that can do much worse than that, and it doesn't have like as easily like killable. Like that's what I mean. I'm not saying it's not like comparatively like basically like that's the like that's only my bias for
Okay, Coach, well, we are late in the calendar year. That's a good time to be south, and that's where we are. The weather just perfect right now here tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard
line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. Funches has it complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
You need a blue area? For what?
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Garoppolo looks to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go.
All kinds of death by people on me. I'm going to do the wrong spot.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there. And, look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete. But they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
God damn it.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Actually, you might be able to. But if you slide, yeah.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. That's caught by Howard. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So it can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing on second and long. Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick at 2015, finding the number 7 pick at 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Ready. Blue 80.
Mike 54.
White.
Draw play, Winston to Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
You don't want no problem from me.
At the Niners' 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
54 Mike.
Come on. You better bring.
Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Check. Watch 54. I got you.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3.
She's low. Oh, she moved.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The other one's low. That one. Fuck, we should have beat them.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but rush coming, and he's taken down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To try again after the sack, Garoppolo, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there. You might have a smaller back.
45.
Throwing his Garoppolo on third down. Got his target, Samuel. A well-executed 22-yard gain. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Pass complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It'll be better if it goes there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
You said it's it?
Check. 12, fellas. Here we go.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15
they're just
yards.
doing the party shit, so they're just doing it. Behind us. Oh, shit. Brother shield.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Whoa.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Needs to get out of there.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. On second down, it's Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Follow.
On third down, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Yeah, purple bell.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. Man open. It's Goodwin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Don't have a shield.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Watch that in. Watch that in.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Yeah, they're here for sure.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the slant.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Oh, that was dangerous.
Why would you go pass?
Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
12.
Check 45 to mine. Check 45 to mine.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Now Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
To throw again on second down. Winston airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
Ready?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. This complete to Jones. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Switch. Here we go. Even.
Here's Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Again, it's Winston. It's caught. Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Jameis now on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
You don't die in real life. Oh, damn.
You die in the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Kevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
There's some right there, too. We need to move.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking. And I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
All right, hold on.
Winston.
Hold up, Martin. Turn around real quick.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He finds his target. It's Evans. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play. Run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Ow, how am I missing? Yo, don't worry about me, man. Keep going.
45.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Get out of there, man.
I'm coming after you.
Garoppolo on first down. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call
That hard right.
Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Nah, you ain't getting the crackhead.
Nigga probably booking.
Here we go.
Well, if you don't keep running, go.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And it's a pretty good return here, as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, D. Hey, switch gears. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Garoppolo now. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Check the clock.
Backs my guy.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
It's gold too, go get it.
Canada Dryer
the 49ers
sequence.
punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35.
You come at me with sweats, I might slap you across the fucking face.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
I don't give a fuck.
And this one hits at the one.
As long as it ain't
on
sweats,
into the end
you're
zone
fine.
for a touchback.
Why do you keep coming back to this ginger
The
shit?
Tampa
Nobody gives a fuck
offense
about
ready
ginger.
to get their drive started. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. Yeah, how does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of a team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
54 Mike. It's a party now. It's a party now. Hey, watch that.
Green, come with me.
Mike, go.
Third and long for Winston. And that is incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Oh,
And that's what friends are for.
wow.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big
I'm more
momentum
annoyed that
changer.
he couldn't
And
pick
put your
that shit up
defense in a bad
at point
spot.
blank range.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Winston now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that
They've
play.
been busy fighting.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Defense wins championships, baby.
Third and goal, Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's his third field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Oh, I'm roasting them on Facebook. Trust and believe, I'm roasting them on the Facebook. Like, this stupid motherfucker.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Yeah, they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here we go, here we go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Yeah, the Orthodox ones.
21. Check my 45. Check my 45. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Coleman on the toss.
I'm in here.
The tackle there by John Johnson.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Oh, shit.
New York City.
Under.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch out in.
1, Omaha.
Check 45, come on. Check 45, come on. Let him know.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
In the door.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
21.
Garoppolo looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They come out here in the eye. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Barber, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Peyton Barber. His third touchdown now on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jameis to throw it. Jones has it. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Bucs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. James now to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Don't worry about it, bitch. I know somebody will like it.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
At the 34-yard line.
Notice I have none.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here we go, here we go.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Yeah, crazy.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off.
Here we go. 180! 21, 21. Kill.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Room to run past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Garoppolo. And look at this. They get... Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
You stood there and looked at it.
And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
You want it?
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Come on now, let's go.
Here we go. Like 20.
Check 45, come on. Oh, here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Brings up second down at the 19-yard line.
Here we go. 20.
Oh, yeah, they're over here.
Alert three.
You just shut down the side, I think. Why'd you start shooting?
65.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Here we go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Did they open the thing?
Coleman now. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. 180.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line.
And the 49ers first down.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I know he ain't got it.
Loot his body.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second
Madden
down.
kind of fucked him at one point, though, because he got a pick, and they booth reviewed it, and when we got back, it was 3rd and 45.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
Time to loot it.
So for the Niners, they move back over 500 at 7-6, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gautin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Damn, I shut his run game completely down. 10 carries, 12 yards. He couldn't do dick against me in the run game.
Oh, there's a person right there.
Oh shit, Quan.
Damn it, I'm down there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, somebody's flying in on the care package.
+2 man, +2 zone.
That was me.
So he's got 87 zone coverage. That's a beautiful thing right there. And then my boy
I didn't throw it far
Bane.
enough. Nah,
That's
I fucking threw it on the edge of it. It didn't go down low. Alright, so there's a guy to the east. Oh shit, didn't see it. I think I had 2 airs ever seen. That's wild. That was a good movie. JK, no, it wasn't.
Panic room?
Was it Forrest Whitaker or am I tripping? Yeah, I saw that. I was just looking.
I honestly don't remember, my guy.
Yeah. 56, he's got gold shield. God damn. Yeah, the spot's hot, Mark. There's one to the right.